on our today's special value, a first of its kind from the J Collection. The first ever hinged cuff bracelet as the best find of the day, but the first time you're seeing all of these choices, several of them are brand new because every time Scott returns, his evolution of this line has changed and grown. And to see now what it represents, which frankly is what it always has represented, love and adventure and generosity and exploration and maybe pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, right? Those themes are actually told in every one of these cuff bracelets, but done in their own unique way, that worn individually are stunning, and worn stacked become this multi-layered story that so many of you have enjoyed for years. And so it's our pleasure to present it to you at, yes, frankly, a killer value and even better easy pay, so much so that I hope you're thinking about telling your own story in multiple pieces. It breaks down to $1 a day, easy pay of $29.99. It is $50 off what will very soon be the QVC price of $200. Now, while one of the biggest stories on our today's special value is that we were introducing extra small as an option, that option is now extremely limited, only available in the rope choice and last call in the floral. So these two in the middle, I'll walk you through them again, but these two are the only ones that still have the extra small available. I would fret not if you wanted that extra small, because I'm in the same boat with you, and I've been wearing the smalls from QVC all my life, and while I'm excited about the extra small, I can still do the small. So keep that in mind, and I'll show you a size chart in just a second. So here we go with your choices. This one right here is called your basket weave. This is the most limited choice. 100 in the small, 600 average, 400 in the large. I can't believe I'm counting down at 12:45. Oh no. Okay, here's the floral. It's been very popular in our show. It continues to be the most popular. Last call, extra small. And then for those of you who miss out on the extra small, the small will be available. And I'll give you full tours on all of these, so don't worry. Here's the rope choice. It is new to the cup design. Pretty. I know you're so excited about this one. Remember, this one does still have the extra small available. And then finally, brand new, the Kalahari design. This is J361801. And while you're excited about the price, I'm sure, and we'll show you the size chart here, the price is deceptive, frankly, because the level of hand craftsmanship and craftswomanship that went into this cuff bracelet betrays the price tag of $149. So for those of you who typically do the small 6 3/4 inch, but it's always a little loose for you and tends to turn in a cuff, a 6 1/4 inch fit, i.e. the extra small, is going to work for you. That's the size I've chosen to wear today, and I'm so delighted to see it here, but I could easily do the 6 3/4. Okay, so here's what we were joking earlier, because I said, imagine going to your designers or your artisans and going, I have this great idea for a cuff. Okay, that's great. We'll get started on it. What do we have, 10 months? Yes. But I have 4 different designs, and I'm just imagining them going, okay, that's a lot of work.
Well, I always say there's always a way to say, let's find a way to say yes. So for such an amazing opportunity to come here today, we wanted to bring to you what were the best, what we feel as the J brand we're the best at. Meaning for us, it's our best quality, which is quality, craftsmanship, and doing it in cuffs. Quite often we don't bring a lot of cuffs, and very rarely is it's our first cuff as a today's special value, because to create a hinged cuff at this level, this is handcrafted. So when we spoke and introduced this, we were all so excited on both our internal team and at QVC, because it's such an amazing opportunity. My big ask and plead with my team is, I go, great, we're gonna do this. So I speak to I go, I have a quick question for you. How's everyone feeling today? I got a great opportunity. And they're like, what do you want, Scott?
Yeah.
I go, imagine, picture it. I go, I want to recreate Thailand. I want to let everyone understand why this quality, if you follow me, I always call it soulful craftsmanship. It's soulful craftsmanship because it's handcrafted. But how can I get you to get the full appreciation? I'm like, do you think, to my team, I go, could I bring one of our Master J artisans here? They're like, Scott, you've got to be kidding me. I go, think about it. She could be working and sketching and carving. They're like, if we say no, are you going to stop asking? I go, no, I'm going to keep. So today, for the first time ever, and I believe it's the first time at QVC, we have a live master artisan creating these pieces to let you see All you have to do, as Jennifer said, is look which piece speaks to you based on your personal style. Is it the rope? Do you like a more high polished look? If you collect our box chain, the rope goes the most easily and styles the quickest. Is it the floral? Are you my gardener? Are you a believer in new beginnings? Is it the hope? Do you want flowers for the rest of your life wrapped around your wrist? Is it the geometric contradiction of the circle with the fine lines of the basket weave and the Kalahari? Or is it just that gorgeous chevron-like pattern inspired by the Botswana basket weave that is so classic? What I can tell you is every single piece is solid. Every single piece design is wrapped all the way around.
Solid.
And
Did you hear that?
what I get to share with you for the first time is a true artist. This is my friend Jessie. Well, this is Ade.
This is Ade. By the way,
Ade
Ade
is
is wearing
rocking
the
it out.
hoop earrings. They're completely sold out.
Oh, the earrings are
Ask
gone
about,
now?
yeah, they're in all choices. They're completely sold out. And we are now down to just the rope design available in extra small. All the other choices do still have the small available, but if you need that extra small, the rope is the only one now remaining. This was, I know, a labor to make happen, and we're so delighted because this really does give you, by the way, the full kind of what we call the trunk show experience here with Scott, who travels the world not just to be inspired by new designs, but to work with actual customers, like those who are collectors of these pieces, who are able to see this process happen in person and appreciate it even more fully, and you're getting that opportunity now.
And so I wanted to take you to Thailand and walk you into our artisan workshop and let you see how we bring each piece to life. So here you see Jessie. Jessie's one of our master artisans. She's not mic'd, so she's not being ignored.
No, we love you,
she's
Jessie.
just so fully focused. Here we're doing the hand-applied oxidation. This is an acidic solution that is put on the sterling silver that gives you that depth. But you may not have noticed that it's done by hand, painted on, but look how the entire cuff turns dark with the deep oxidation. We will apply multiple times to make sure that depth is there. Then we go back and do a high polish. So that is why you get the highs of that rope texture that are this beautiful moonlight gleaming silver.
So it's not as easy as painting where you want it. You have to paint the whole thing and remove where you don't want it.
Do you have the rope? Just, and I apologize,
No,
just so
go for
you
it.
can see from what, oh, you have one? Well, there's your, okay.
Oh, this is good.
As the steps.
Thank you, Jessie.
So here y'all go. We start here, and I apologize. This is where we're starting as the 7th step. High polished, it's not finished. Then it's going fully oxidized where it's hand applied. And then from there, then we polish it again just to leave the depth of that oxidation, that acidic solution. How crazy is the craftsmanship on these pieces?
Just for the oxidation. If you were here earlier, you were watching Jessie literally hand carve.
Would you
in
like to see
wax.
some?
I would absolutely love
Jessie,
that.
would you mind? Yeah. Do it. So one of the steps for the floral cuff exclusively is hand carving it in wax. So think of the detail. We're going to go from a sketch, a flat illustration that's hand sketched. She's then going to take that sketch, and it starts with a cube of wax that she will cut down, keep breaking down. I want you to picture, it's a horrible analogy, peeling onions to get to that certain layer. Once you get to the right form, she's then going to go in heavy and detailed to carve. As a master artisan who has been doing this for many, many years, this is something that for this cuff, she could do in 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
For the average artisan, if they were to do the lost art of wax carving, it may be 3 to 4 months. But what's amazing about bringing a today's special value and trying to create, which is why where you see the sizes going, it takes a long, it was 6 months just to make the amount that we brought here.
So I will say the same thing that I said last time we were standing next to Jessie and we were walking through this process and of course accelerating it and trying to show you what takes multiple weeks to occur. Knowing this, or if you had the opportunity, you've got my rope.
Sorry,
Give
my
me
friend.
that back. If you had the opportunity to see this process yourself and then go to the showroom and see the pieces behind glass, those finished pieces that took weeks to create, and you spied this cuff and you said, you know what, obviously I can't have everything in the showroom, but I definitely want to have pieces that I can wear every single day. What do you think the cost would be on the handcrafted solid silver cuff bracelets at minimum 24 grams that took all this work? Because my guess is, even knowing as a QVC shopper what to expect in TSVs, you wouldn't think it's $150. And so when we come in and we go $149.95, easy pay of $29.99, costume jewelry price tag for true luxury fine jewelry. That's why today is such an exciting day. So exciting because you can actually create the looks that you're seeing on our models, on me, on Jessie, stacking it up, layering it up, maybe picking up the one day only ring that went with it. We are struggling now to make sure we have sizes available for everybody throughout the day, which frankly is not always the case at noon, where a lot of times people are tuning in for the first time, but we now have gotten to the point where we only have the extra small available in the rope, and I know limited there as well. So just to kind of recap your choices, here it is in the floral, which has been the #1 favorite in our presentation.
For 1 second?
Go for it, small through large available.
And I apologize, but just so you can see, that
All the way
texture
around.
is all the way around the design. That is what Jessie was just carving. That hand-applied oxidation. You can't do this by any type of machine because you won't get the ups and downs and the undulation of the hand-carved for the florals.
They're thick.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I mean, I know I give you gram weight, so sometimes it's a hard, thing to conceive of. That gram weight is compacted into the bracelet, which barely exceeds 1/4 of an inch from side to side. Next choice is your basket weave. This is the most limited.
And the basket weave, if you're a classic fashionista, if you love clean, simple, elegant lines, this is that geometric chevron pattern. This is from going down Botswana, going through the riverbeds and coming across with my local guide, a group of tribal women who are fishing, and they don't fish like we fish with the fishing pole. They're literally weaving the baskets and they're going out there to get the fish.
6 dozen.
And I think I told you what I learned was, and I go, so is it safe? Do you guys have crocodile? He's like, well, the #1 killer here is hippos.
Oh dear.
Because they're down below. So, but I go, isn't that funny? I go, why are the women out here doing it? Where are the men?
Yes,
because again, he was a Kalahari Bushman. He goes, but sir,
But sir,
it's the women who provide. I'm like, I knew it.
do not open up that can.
So no, but so on there, it's the basket weave. So what I loved is all those women are there. And guess what? Were they all from the same tribe? No. Were they all blood related? No. But they came together for the betterment of the community, to feed their family, to feed the village. So it's individuals coming together for the betterment of everybody. Beautiful pattern. The rope. Beautifully, and I know I keep going back to that, fully high polished. You saw as Jessie was doing the oxidation. If you're collecting
Yes, please.
our box chain, this is what I would recommend you style right back to it. Look how perfectly, because it has about the same amount of high polished silver, and that's based off my travels going north of the Arctic Circle and meeting the beautiful elders, the Native Alaskans, and listening to the fishermen tell the legends of their whaling stories, why the kids were wrapped around them, and the animation. And then it was on the 3rd day I'd not been home, and the whale showed up, and the kids, and I'm like, this is amazing. He's literally just fixing his ropes for his boat and his fishing lines. But what nobody knows here, he does, I'm sure, is he's passing his history, his memories, and his legends of his people so they'll never be forgotten. So I'm like, I'm going to recreate that rope to tie from the past to the future. These are the ties that bind us together.
Love it.
And then your Kalahari. The Kalahari Bushmen, if you ever have an opportunity, please look them up. It's been studied that they have one of the oldest Y chromosomes found in anyone's DNA, which means that they say it's almost a direct descendant. When they're known that they can hear the whispers of the animals through the wind, so that is why they're one of the best bushmen to go trekking with. Between finding the leopards way up high, and I'm like, how do you guys do this? That being said, I'm looking at the gentleman, I'm working with the translator because they speak Ngosa, which is that clicking sound.
Wow.
On there, I'm like, well, we're all kind of related then. We're all the same DNA. We're all cousins. We're brothers and sisters. So I knew I wanted to do something Kalahari, but I wanted to create almost that bead-like, the beautiful gemstone bead bracelets that they wear up their neck all the way through. They're about 2 millimeters. So this is, if you like a little bit more of geometric shape of the circle of the high polished silver, that hand-applied oxidation, the basket weave, and I apologize that I talk so much about this stuff.
Honey,
no, but I mean,
this is like half your life rolled into these bracelets.
Well,
so please, by all means.
So on the inside, if you go back and forth, like, well, where do I want to go? You're going to see the basket weave is inside of both because both were born from Botswana. There's your hinge, so it naturally
those are made to
plays
go together.
perfectly together, but as we said earlier, I would go with your out of
I have
Africa.
done every